What's up, y'all? I have this Axial shift here, and it is the newer version with the deep carry clip. And I think another difference is the blade. They kind of cleaned up how they did the stripes or the markings on the back, and the blade is more sterilized, and the stuff is on the top now. But this knife is kind of making some tinging sound. I don't know if you can hear it. Hold on. That was a good one. But I'm gonna try to see if I can go in and fix it somehow. Put some grease on the spring or something like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright. This pocket clip just screws in like that. So there's a hole in there. I believe you can get a glass breaker for this, but I don't know if they're still selling it or what. They haven't like made new knives of this in a while, so I don't know what's going on with them. Before we do it, let's release the spring tension on it. And oh, these are all T8 hardware, so that's really something good they did with this knife. Alright. Yeah, these are all really good screws on here. And looks like it's fitted very well. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, so I got the top off, and surprisingly it already has grease on the spring, so they must have known this was an issue. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably just clean it up and leave the grease on. But while we're in here, just take a look. It looks like it's set up pretty much like a microtech. Now, I don't think the stop pin comes out on these, from what I heard. So let me try to get the stop pin out just to see if it'll come out. Oh, yeah, it does. Alright, there's the stop pin. And there's the blade. Alright, so let me clean it up and I will come back to this and put it together, see if it's any better. Alright, y'all, I got this back together and I wanted to try to show you a little bit about how if the knife works. Right now, this top piece is hooked onto the stop pin, so it's actually like this is in the up position, and then if the switch was on here, oops, that fell off. But anyway, the when you go to pull the switch back, it will engage that little safety bar there, and the spring, if it was still hooked to there, would be shooting this back down, and then it would go into the lock position, and then the catch on the bottom here would do the same thing when you go to flip the switch up. It will build that tension and then release this gate, and it will send it forward. Now when the actual blade hits an object, it's, a lot of people say, oh, it's off track or whatever. No, it's actually in between the two locks at the time. So it's just like this, and then that's why if you pull it forward in the lock position, when it catches back on this spring latch again, then you're able to use it again. So just wanted to show you that while I had it apart, and let me get it all back together now. So alright, so I got it back together, and for some reason the sound stopped. I left the grease in there, but I wiped off everything else, and I kind of did stretch the spring out a little bit to kind of get the grease in the spring. And I don't hear any. A little bit right there. Yeah. So yeah, but just to compare this real quick to a, so you know what it looks like. This is compared to an ultratech. So almost exact same size. It is wider. The width is pretty close. The buttons look almost the same. Now this doesn't have a spring, it just runs right on the aluminum, and this has a spring to keep it off. Blade sizes, looks like the ultratech's got a little longer blade. So alright, that's all I have. See y'all in the next one.